And let's also have a look at this thing. Breathing water. This is 14 pages though. Let's wait and not read this right now. But it raised our alteration skill. Alteration runs off willpower, I believe. It does. That's good. Because we're trying to raise our willpower and endurance respectively this level. So, awesome stuff. Alright, you can have your book. Yeah. Oh, well, it's not your book, but you may have it. Thank you, Tamriel. I will return the book to you soon. But in the meantime, I have more duties for you. Okay, tell me of these duties. I have been distracted from my studies by several reports from Margan. Apparently, there is some sort of disturbance at Helene's hut. Since Helene is a member of the guild, we really ought to do something about the disturbances. I simply haven't had the time to do it myself. My research is at an absolute critical phase. Would you go to Margan and take a look for me? Yep. Excellent, Tamriel. Go to Margan. I'm sure someone there will give you further directions. Take care of this for me so I can continue my studies in peace. Sure, will do. So this is our second trip to Margan. But this time we're not there to assassinate someone on behalf of Rhaenys. So, you know, that's good. Actually, we can just go outside and take the Silver Strider.
I suppose I have a moment.
Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna go and visit the new parts. I'm definitely going to the Sacred East. I just want to get a few more levels under my belt first. Get some magic items from some quests and stuff, and then we'll take a boat to the east and we'll go around and have a look at things and do some quests and experience the place. That's definitely the plan. And of course, it's an ash storm. Get me out of here.
Why walk when you can
ride? Hello.
Let's hear it.
Do you know where Helene's hut is? It is outside the town walls to the southeast near the shrine. Okay. Yeah. Basically, I know what you mean when you say the place looks sad. Or at least I think I do. The entirety of Vvardenfell Island is basically a volcano. Like in the center, the area around the center is basically just like leading up to a volcano known as the Red Mountain, and like it's sacred land for the Dunmer, but it has this aspect of the further north we get, we come up into the Ashlands where everything starts being a bit more terrible and shitty, and ash storms become more and more common. So yeah, lots of like old burned out trees from when the volcano erupted many years ago, standing silent vigil. Yeah, it absolutely is. It like everything. There is a very deliberate design that went into showing Vvardenfell as being a place of hardship. Oh god. One moment. Of course, it's a cliff racer that's directing. Go away. Come down here. Come here. Stab you. There we go. Alright. Done and dusted. Okay, so we just follow the hut around. But yeah, so the Dunmer homeland, like Morrowind, generally speaking, is kind of a shitty place when you compare it to the. I was about to say when you compare it to the beauty and simplicity of Cyrodiil, but I have a problem with the way Cyrodiil is portrayed in Oblivion. We can actually talk about that too later on, or we can talk about it now, I guess. We might find the book that I'm presently thinking of later on. So, in, no, I don't always use the best attack in options, Chromal thing. problems? No, we're good. Alright. There it is. Oh dear. There's a scamp. Ugh. Yep, it's aggressive. Whew. Okay. Down you go. Key to Helene's hut. Okay. Scamp skin. Don't mind if I do. You can keep your iron short sword. Thank you very much. I'm not using bound armor because I have not yet had the opportunity to buy anything that gives me bound armor, like any magic items that cast it on me. I could learn the spells, but I don't need to. I don't want to spend the magicka on it unless I have to, and I haven't had to just yet because we're doing pretty easy quests in a pretty easy part of the world, right? It's like Margan is pretty far north, and creatures up here are annoying and horrible. But we're being told to do a quest in Margan, so it's not like we have to leave. But if it's like, if we get a quest that's like, go to the middle of the arse end of nowhere, where demons and everything bad lives, then we'll be prepping for that journey. The item I'm using is the Devil Spear, which I bought from Ravir in Balmora, which casts Bound Spear on when used, and it casts Lightning Shield, which is why I'm not actually stabbing with the spear. I'm casting a spell with the spear and then getting another spear and then I'm stabbing with that because it deals a bunch of damage. I am Dunmer. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Cyrodiil. So, in Oblivion, sadly, much to my personal chagrin, anyway. God, Oblivion represents Cyrodiil in a way that is supremely boring to me. In Oblivion, you play in generic-ass fantasy Europe-ass boring nothing place, which is totally not what Cyrodiil is supposed to be. But they made it that way, I guess because it's more approachable. It's easier for the Doors of the Spirit, let's get that. It's more approachable, I guess, for like, from a marketing perspective. It's like, oh, we can it's more easy to sell this to everyone. It looks better in fucking commercials, whatever, I don't care. The point is, it's boring and flat and annoying, and it wasn't supposed to be that way. Cyrodiil, if I remember correctly, and I think I do, Cyrodiil was supposed to be a jungle. It was supposed to be like this beautiful, lush, extremely rich like jungle area, vaguely vaguely Asian in inspiration. That has like there's a book or a couple of books you can find in this game that kind of describes what Cyrodiil looks like, and it describes like the towering majestic height of the Emperor's Spire, where dragons swirl above, and like moth priests walk around in a cloud of ancestors, and everything sounds like really awesome and like kind of like high fantasy Asia located in the middle of a jungle next to the Red River. It sounds so cool, and then in Oblivion we just get the most banal nothing.
Ah, welcome. What is it, friend?
Good day. You, sir, are... yeah. So... what's up? Is the scamp really gone? Thank you, whoever you are. This is all my fault. What is all your fault? Thank you for killing the scamp, Tamriel. Okay, what's your fault? At first he did everything I told him, but he tricked me. It wasn't really under my control. Then he started tearing the place up and took all my clothes, and I locked myself inside this closet, and it's been just horrible. I don't want to be a sorcerer anymore. I don't ever want to summon another Daedra as long as I live. Okay, okay, dude. Hard-learned lessons and all that. You find yourself some clothing and you go and be not a sorcerer.
You there! What do you think you're doing?
I'm stealing
What do you think you're doing?
because you don't care. Yeah, I'm not getting a bounty for it, so, you know, screw you.
Cowardly thief!
Yeah. Whatever, dude. You don't have any clothes on. I will listen to your cries
You
about
take
thievery
me
once
for
you
a
dress.
fool? You cowardly thief!
He's not having a good time of this. I mean, see ya, dude. Nah, he can keep him. Yeah, you can keep that sword too. Nah, nothing else we want. Let's go. Weather's cleared up. Ow. So, the stats for this spear, as you can see, thrust damage 6 to 40. So yeah, that's why we're using this weapon. Come here. There we go.
Okay, Outlander, but make it quick.
What's up? Oh, were you trying to help? Much obliged. Let's do something about that health situation. There we go. This has so far been a pretty easy series of quests. Not a whole lot going on. It's not as bad as when we had to go and fucking get the guild dues from Manwë, where we got chased by every cliff racer in existence. That was stressful.
We make a special treat just for
Ah, welcome. What is it, friend? What can I do for you, friend?
You sell something I want? I could. Yeah, why not? I mean, I can't cast it at all, but why not get it? Yeah, I'll take that. And I'll take that. Do. The casting animation changed in MGSO. There's a bunch of when you go through the options for the MGSO, you will be at one point you'll be faced with like a laundry list of stuff you can change in the game. Most of those things are like there's not a lot I've changed about how the mechanics of the game actually operate, but like little touches like the change to the animation and so on, I think is covered by that. Yeah. So, Helene's apprentice summoned a scamp. Is that all? I can't believe I was distracted from my studies by something so trivial. Speaking of which, I discovered these scrolls during my research. You may find them useful. Thank you, asshole! Something so trivial. Speaking of which, here's your trivial reward. Fuck you. I hate this place. I want to go be with the Telvanni narcissists. They know how to reward someone for doing a good job of stuff. Whatever. Hate you. For some reason, my boots seem to be unequipped. We should deal with that, because this looks weird. Yep, as expected. Okay. Let's cast the Hexbreaker. I'm blind. Where did... there. At the bottom. Clearly in plain sight. Okay. Save. So, I cast a custom spell we have crafted with the help of a high elf in Balmora that we named the Hexbreaker. It lasts for 1 second, and now we have 1 second of 100% resist magicka. Equip boots. No more blindness. There we go. Now, we could have left them in the inventory, but it seemed pretty buggy that they were just sitting there. So, yeah, now everything is right again. Okay. Alright, let's see if you have any more duties for me. Yes, I have finished my study of the Camp of Amidium. Can you believe this isn't about a Dwemer construct at all? This book was completely useless. In any case, I need you to return the book before Salonwe suspects anything. Return the book to where you found it. Jesus Christ. Talk about busy work. This lady, though. Ashira, you referred me to this girl. You and I, we're gonna have words, kitty cat.
Go ahead. Stay out of trouble, and you'll have none
Sup?
from me.
Hello.
An adventurer, I presume.
I am here to use your closet again. Yeah, you better be quiet. There. Done. Yeah, I know, right? Some cruise wasn't even in there.
Well, I find myself in pleasant company. Please share your thoughts.
How many times have I played this game from start to end? So, the simple answer to that question is I have completed the main story of this game probably somewhere between 10 and 20 times. I have played the game way more times than I have actually completed it. But still, if we change up the connotation of that question to instead be like how many times have I completed all the stuff in the game, the answer would be never, because I always, every time I play this game, I find something new that I either, like a quest I haven't done, someone I haven't talked to, a place I didn't know existed, an item I didn't know was hidden there. There's always like something new that I learn every time I play this game. Awesome. See, this is a good reward. This is an awesome reward. Okay, so the book has been returned. Good work, Conjurer. Once I know the location of some Dwemer ruins, I will be asking you to travel to some dangerous places. These amulets will help you return safely. Now we have an amulet of Almsemi Intervention and an amulet of Divine Intervention. That is baller, because now we will never again need to worry about casting that dumb thing or carry scrolls of it. So, that's all done. Now we just have these. Magic items are swag in this game. Way better than the other Elder Scrolls games. Alright, so where to and what do we do? We could talk to her again for more duties. We could also sniff around a bit. Let's talk to some of the other people here, see if they got something going on. Hey. So a bunch of magic items and then a club made of chitin. Okay. Fireblade, Viper Blade, Spark Skewer, Life Ring. It's okay. Don't feel like I need it. Velothian Tower Shield. Temple. There's like that temple guy we used to buy potions from in Balmora sells that one too. So this is a repeat item. Stormblades. Right Glove of Healing. That is pretty powerful healing, but it's low charge, so. Summon Scamp for 66. Wow, okay, never mind. That is a shitty scroll. I hope I never get hit by it. We need some more induces and hinging because we're fresh out.
Right. Yes, Outlander, what may I do for you?
anything cool going on in here. Cool. I'll just be taking your everything now. Ooh. Soul gems, so good. One day we will create a magic item, or we will find a magic item that casts open. So we don't have to cart around a wheelbarrow of scrolls everywhere.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now. Please go ahead.
Thank you. This is our reputation. When people start, like, you will have noticed if you either play this game yourself or if you've been following the stream, that people have been slowly going from "Who are you and what do you want? Go away, you smelly asshole," to "I find you most interesting. Hello, good friend. How are you doing?" That's a result of our reputation increasing. People respond differently to us because we're famous, or because we're infamous. In this case, we're famous, which is good stuff.
Share
I mean,
your thoughts,
it doesn't
friend. I
change
enjoy
the
the
quest
company.
we're being asked to do, right? If we complete the main storyline and we become like the biggest, baddest, most important guy ever, we complete every other storyline, and then when we do the first quest for the Fighters Guild, they will still ask us to kill a basement full of rats, because that's the quest. That's just how it is. But again, like, you know in this game that's a limitation of the times, right? Like, it's a question of not that they didn't want to acknowledge it, but that they couldn't with the level of work that they were able to put into it before they had to release it.
Go ahead, please. Tell me about yourself.
Let's talk about your duties. You had a dwarven stronghold you wanted to send me to? I'm so glad you asked, Conjurer. At this delicate phase of my research, I need to study a Dwemer tube. A Dwemer tube. I see. They're easy enough to find, I believe. I believe I saw some in... oh god. Akentunk Sturdums, when I was last there. Would you be willing to travel there and bring me back the Dwemer tube? Yeah, I appreciate your dedication, Tamriel. Akentunk Sturdums is northwest of Nices, but there is an easier way to get there. Go to Altvelothi and follow the coast to the west. Altvelothi. Take the Silt Strider to Nices, follow the road north. I will mark Altvelothi on your map. Okay? So go to Altvelothi and follow the coast east. Sorry, west. Yes, not east. We have like an overfilled inventory at this point. Let's go and do something about that before we start traveling north. So there is Altvelothi. We'll take the Silt Strider. I mean, do we have to? I guess, yeah, we're going to a dwarven ruin, and when we pick up loot there, it's gonna be heavy as fuck. So let's go and dump our inventory.
What can I do for you, friend?
Sup? Do we have anything we want to sell? Now that everything is a bit brighter, I feel like we may not need as many lanterns. So we could sell some of those off. She won't buy them, but maybe she'll buy some of this. Buy these fatigue potions. I will buy one of these back. Guess we'll sell the books. We'll keep the scrolls, and we'll dump the alchemy ingredients back in our house. You know, the noble manner of the dead person that we're totally crashing. What is the asking as a Danish person here? What is the English word for living in a place you don't own? I'm not talking like renting a place. I'm talking like going into an empty house and setting up shop there. Squatting, thank you. Thank you. The Danish word is slumstorme, which means slum storming. Okay, let's drop, we'll sell the books, we'll keep these scrolls. What else? We'll drop the soul gems. We'll sell the plates. And yeah, we should buy some more bottles of Tsushima because everything in that ruin is going to weigh a ton. So let's go find a bar. Maybe the fork and plate has what we need. Fork and plate? 8 plates apparently.
Yes,
What's up, everyone?
is there something?
Yes, what is it?
Hello, Juju. You don't sell anything. Okay, never mind.
Those boots are ruined.
You do, though. Dolnea Ralan. Ralal? Ralal. Take 3 of those. Anything else? You can go see if we can get some potions of feather from the temple.
About measure.
So now we have 4 bottles of this stuff. That's good. So our strength will, our carrying capacity when we drink this will basically jump to something like 450 or 500. However, our intelligence will drop to 0, meaning we can't cast spells, but that's fine because now we have amulets with intervention spells. Alright, let's see if they have any feather potions before we start going to... What should we expect? Does anyone... What would, like, dwarven constructs be weak to? Aside from just being pummeled. I believe they're, like, pretty resistant to elemental damage. One would think they would either be healed by electricity or take extra damage from it. Maybe frost would be bad for them too. You don't have any potions, so you're not who I'm supposed to talk to.
What? Why do you disturb me?
Fire shield? No, not where we're going. Reflect? I don't think so. A bunch of restore stuff here. We don't really need any of those. Levitation, we can cast that. Water walking, don't really. We already got some of that back at home. Yeah, okay, so nope. Come on. We use skinflint. How about you lovely folk downstairs? Got what I need. Cure poison, fortify fatigue. Let's get these health. Get some more health. Yeah, it's fine. Still no feather potions though. Nope. No dice. Okay. We're doing this purely on alcohol. Yeah, we're basically chilling, doing major skill stuff right now. We've upgraded from the extremely cutthroat and unpleasant Rhaenys Athris to the somewhat less cutthroat but still pretty amoral Edwina in Aldrune. We're now being an errand boy for her instead. And we're about to go and delve into a dwarven ruin to find a Dwemer tube. And as you know, wherever there are dwarven ruins, there is trouble. And a bunch of heavy loot that we can hopefully pick up and sell.
I'm lit.
Yeah, we'll definitely be dropping a mark. So the thing is about mark recall. It's definitely a thing we'll be doing. It's good practice for our alteration, but pretty bad at it. Can sell you the ABC for barbarians. You can have that back. Doors to the spirit too. Actually, let's enjoy ABC for barbarians one more time before we sell it back. Come on. There we go. Where you at? There we go. A is for Atronak. B is for Bunkless Bane. C is for Comberry. There's nothing more than that. Don't need more letters. ABC, that's all you need when you're a barbarian.
What is this about?
Mysticism. Yeah, okay. Let's see what our mysticism looks like. Mysticism is 41, so maybe our mark recall would actually be pretty good for us. Yeah, it's a great book, right? It's definitely like top Reader's Digest material right there.
Welcome, Outlander.
Mark recall? Nope. Do you sell spells? You don't. Okay. No mark recall here. Maybe the teleport lady. Hello. Spells? Nope. I guess I call you the teleport lady, but really you're just like maybe you're just the one holding the lever. What do I know? Do you sell feather potions, Ashira? Lightning shield, levitate, water walking, water breathing, swift swimming. No dice. Well, worth a shot. How about you?
Please join me.
No mark or recall here. Nor from you. Did we check you? We probably did. Alright, let's see if we can get mark and recall from the guys in the temple then. Backtracking. Pretty shitty weather out. But this, like, the way things look now is like it looks almost like Morrowind did initially, like in the vanilla game. Like this render distance here, like the distance we can see out to, is maybe a bit shorter than that. But you couldn't see much further than that in the normal game. The heavily obscured and misty location of Vvardenfell, basically like featured as a kind of like an element of the fiction that you could use to then justify having like going a bit easier on the hardware by rendering a shorter distance. We're looking for a spell. What am I doing? Spells are downstairs. It is not the Skyrim Overhaul, nope. I'm playing with two mods. I'm playing with Morrowind graphics and sounds overhaul. There's Mark, the other one has recall. And I'm playing with Tamriel Rebuilt. Recall. I am blind. There we go. Okay, so we got them, and now we're down to 1,000 gold. We really need to just like, we need to stop doing quests or start doing really lucrative quests, and then we just need to go like dive into some ruins and kill a bunch of people and take their stuff. Either that, or we could just go over into the East Tower and steal the Sword of White Woe and sell that. We talked about that earlier on, but we didn't do it. Okay, let's go deal with this dwarven ruin
You're
thing.
nearly a legend around. Please, talk.
Guess we'll drop the mark here down in the basement of the Mage's Guild. Yeah, it runs off mysticism, you're right. So we have a pretty good chance of actually casting this. Right, mark is cast. So, this is something I talked about the very first time I streamed this game. I talked about this. How this game, like, incorporates options galore. So, there is no fast travel in this game, in the sense that we can't click on the map to go wherever we want. Instead, we can teleport.
How does the day greet you, friend?
It's awesome. Like, the game has so much going on for it in that regard. Like, it makes you feel immersed while also, like, just providing you a ton of options for stuff you can do to get around the place. It makes you feel like you get rewarded for the work you put in. Alright, so what are we doing now? We were going to Nisis, and then north to Vvardenfell, and then west. So let's go to Nisis. Aldrune, and then we take the Substrider.
How may I help you? May I help you?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, Chromal Fiend. A very good point. Actually, what I will be doing instead, because now we're here, I'll be marking in a general store instead. You make a very salient point right there. Let's see.
Speak, traveler.
I've got better things to do.
Speak, traveler.
Can we find a pawn shop somewhere? It's a book vendor. There's a pawnbroker. Okay.
That's it.
Bum, 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 bum. This seems to be around where you are. Let's mark here. There we go. I do a lot of running right now. We could fly. I have a levitate spell. Levitate spells and the Boots of Blinding Speed go hand in hand really well. Alright, let's go to Nisis.
We make a special trip just for you. Say low price.
Alright, so we're in Nisis now. So now we head north to Vvardenfell. We'll probably follow the roads, just cut. We could fly over the landscape. Actually, let's do that. Why not? Let's be badasses. We have the options of being badasses. Let's be badasses. He says as he is now absolutely about to, where is it? There we go. Absolutely about to 100% fail casting the spell 20 times in a row. Yup. Oh, second try. Now, do we have something that we can use to slow fall? If not, then we should keep close to the ground. Walking is for mortals. now we're in Aldevelothi. Alright. Alright. This is a good deal shittier than I would have thought, but you know. What's even here? We have a shack.
Wealth beyond
And another shack. A third shack. Fourth, and do we have a fifth? Is this the same shack? No, we have 5 shacks. Any stores? Anythings? I mean, maybe one of these has a vendor in it that we just don't know about, but wow, this is just the shittiest little mud village. Like, this is worse than Sidonin by far. This is even worse than Tlawad. Eek. Sorry, no creeper. We're going west. Right. I sent slaughterfish. Oh yeah, I know who. So, now I was thinking like creeper. You mean like a magic item that I'm not aware of? Why are we even? Yeah, I know who creeper is. There's also the mud crab vendor. I didn't. My brain didn't register what you meant when you said creeper. Yeah, we've not been using monster vendors. Ow. Still ow. Yeah, none of that, thank you. There it is, on the horizon. All right, so yeah, this is the one with the enormously cool bridge. Well, so I could mark next to one of the monster vendors and just go back and forth and earn even more money. I don't know why I didn't feel like it. I believe I talked about him at some point earlier on. I was alluding to the fact that I wanted to talk about him. Did we just get trapped? No, we didn't. Okay. I don't know. I feel like... it's not that I think it's cheap to use the monster vendors at all. I just haven't been feeling like it this playthrough. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's been so long since I played the game that I kind of want to, you know, maintain like a semblance of like the challenge of the adventure and not just immediately like get showered in money from anywhere and anything I pick up. I don't really know actually. It's just like this arbitrary decision I made. Okay, so here we are. Actually, before we go in, I honestly couldn't tell you. Like, it's now that you're like putting me on the spot. I'm like, why aren't I using him? I don't know. It is 100% like just some arbitrary decision I made to not do it. I guess I'll just go and like sell to them later on. Let our dignified battle commence, rats! Go. This is how you can tell that this character was not created to be a meleeer at all. Just dancing around a rat. We don't really need the health. We could use a bit more magicka though, but... we'll be fine, he says, inviting catastrophe. This is the one? Is there anything around here we could look at? They have these really cool... I'm hesitant to call it a ballista, but it's totally what it is. So yeah, once upon a time, here stood a mighty dwarven fortress. Now, however, here stands a ruin. Still badass, though. Alright, let's go inside. See what horror awaits us in the dark. Yes, of course. We have the already, and so we have the flickering alien lights. Yes. This is gonna be great. Yep. Okay, we have a centurion spider. Are you aggro? Will you attack me? You absolutely will, okay. This thing casts a spell on me if it gets close to me, I believe. Okay. We got it. And no damage sustained. I don't know if the mod helps stop that. Let's hope we don't have to find out, but it might. It might also not. There's another one. Let's chug a potion of Night Eye. If we have one. I thought I bought one, but I might not have. I did not. Did we have a scroll of it? We do not. Okay, never mind. There we go. Eat it. My victory! My great and dignified victory against the little mechanical spider creature. Yeah. So we already picked some scrap metal up earlier in the game, but yeah, this is looting dwarven places is a heavy ordeal, and though we typically only pick stuff up if it's worth 5 times its weight in gold, alchemy ingredients is the exception to that rule. Ebony. Heavy, but oh so delightfully expensive. Fire salts. Sweet. Frost salts. And... Well, that's worth. All of this is worth. It's a good find. I don't remember if there are horrible things lurking here. There's another spider. Oh dear. Okay, thank God. I thought I saw an actual centurion. If we meet an actual centurion, we will get our asses handed to us, I'm 100% convinced. Yeah. let's bring out a lantern. That'll help a bit. We need to get some night eye rocking. Either find a magic item with it or create one. Or I mean, our enchantment is awful, but we could use alchemy to give ourselves a fighting chance. In fairness, we could use alchemy to all but guarantee we could craft it, but you know. There we go. That's the thing we came for. Anything else? It's so cool, like, the Dwemer have long since passed from this world. Like, they have been gone forever. They have in fact been gone ever since... They have been gone ever since the Dark Elves became the Dark Elves, I think. I believe the... I might be misremembering this, but I think... the Dunmer, the Chimer becoming the Dunmer, the former elves becoming the Dark Elves, is about the same. Like, the event that caused that is also the event that caused the dwarves to vanish. So they have been gone forever, but their machinery still here. Their centurions still here. Dwemer are kind of badasses in that regard. You're welcome. I'll definitely be looking into getting something for this, to sort the light situation out in these places. I mean, I can navigate by the darkness because, you know, like, I have a sense of where I'm going because I'm in control of the character, but watching it must be incredibly disorienting. I am playing an absolutely, like, I am playing a very deliberate hybrid. I have not built my character to be a mage, or to be a fighter, or to be anything. Everything I have picked for my major or minor skills, I have basically picked them, not because I want to level them up. I have picked them because I want to level, like, because these are the things I don't want to level me up, right? I have picked what isn't my major or minor skills more than I have picked what my major or minor skills are. So I have deliberately, like, kept stuff like armor proficiency out because getting hit in combat is something you don't have control over, so you could accidentally go level up from just being hit in combat. Athletics, so we don't level up from running around. Acrobatics, so we don't go level up from jumping. All of that stuff, so we don't just, you know... I've tried to cut out all the oops, I leveled skills. Yeah, lockpicking in this game is super easy. It's basically just numbers based. Right, it's about, is my character skilled enough to do it? Morrowind is the last actual RPG, in my opinion, of, like not in the Elder Scrolls series. Now, by that I don't mean that the other Elder Scrolls games do not have RPG elements, but they are... Oblivion and Skyrim are absolutely action RPGs. They are first-person action RPGs, whereas this game isn't, to me at least, is like a real RPG. Everything in this game is numbers-based, with the exception of targeting. Targeting creatures is like vaguely defined by, like, you need to be close enough to hit, your cursor needs to be vaguely on the thing you're trying to hit, but other than that, it's roll. Did you hit? Yes, there's a hit. If you didn't hit, it's because your character isn't good enough or your enemy is too strong. And that's how that plays. And I prefer that. I know a bunch of people hate it. I know a lot of people hate playing like this first-person game where they kind of have to aim, but then they don't hit. I'm like, I don't mind. I like the game honoring my... I like the game honoring the decisions I made in character creation, right? I chose to not play a Redguard. I chose to not be Sign of the Warrior. So I chose to not be a melee badass. I could have made, like, Captain Sword, Max Sword of Sword Mountain if I wanted to. I have just selected not to. And the same with lockpicking, right? Lockpicking is a numbers game too. It's not, here you have this mini game that you may or may not be good at. So you, the player, can be responsible for whether or not you open the lock. No. It's just like, is your character good at lockpicking? Yeah, okay. Then you can totally open this lock. Do you suck at lockpicking? Yeah, well, guess again.
Where would you like to go?
Sometimes when I try to lockpick, you will note that the lock says too complex. That means I can't even try it, right? There's no reason for me to stand there clicking, because the highest die roll won't result in a success.
May I help you? Guidance and good wishes to you.
Alright, I got a Dwemer tube for you, lady. And then I need to offload a bunch of stuff. Have you found the Dwemer tube? Yep. Yes, this is what I wanted. Now I can finally study these Bethurks, the dwarves wrote about. I'm impressed by your dedication to scholarship. Good work, Tamriel. Thanks. Do you have more duties? Yes. I was wondering if you might check up on one of my colleagues in the Dwemer ruins of... Oh god. Nuchelefting. The last excavation report is long overdue. One of my colleagues, Senilius Cadiusus, is engaged in official imperial research in aforementioned Rakeldagel. He was supposed to give me an excavation report every month, but has not sent one this month. Go to that place, to Netchuleftingit, and find out what's going on. Okay? You can get there by going around the mountains near Suran and heading northeast along the Foyada Nadanath. Or you can start in Molagmar and head northwest towards Mount Kant. Go north around Mount Kant and along the north side of the Foyada. Okay. I will not be remembering any of that for the next 2 minutes. Hey everyone. Hey Brian, what's up? Oh, just playing some Morrowind, dude. Alright, so let's see what's up. Go to Suran, heading northeast along the Foyada. Or we can start at Molagmar and just head northwest.
Well, I find myself in pleasant company. Please share.
Do we have it on the map? We do. There we are. Okay, so finding it is gonna be easy. She was good enough to poke it.
What is it, friend?
I don't know you. But do you have something I want? You don't. Okay, never mind. Let's actually sell the stuff in our inventory before we do anything else.
Speak, traveler. Probably nothing. Okay.
Wait, this up here. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you could do in this game for money. In this case, I'm electing to only steal stuff that is either worth it in value, that is unique, that I can use to craft, that is a consumable, or because for some reason I want to, right? Like being arbitrary is the thing. Yeah. So that's just it for me. I'm going to actually grab these potions of slowfall just in case we get into a oops, I forgot situation with the levitation spell. You can sell these, and we will sell you. We'll keep all the alchemical ingredients because we'll use them to train our alchemy. But I will totally sell you these Dwarven coins, and I will. You know what? Screw it. You know, I talked about this earlier, right? Chromalfane brought up that why don't I go and see Creeper? Let me show you Creeper.
Speak, traveler.